Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna and I am playing along with All About That Bass No Trouble with Ginger's Corner. This is my last base page that I have made. I have been able to, I believe this is number 11, so I've been able to make 11 this month, and I've just been loving using the base pages and making the base pages and then using them. This picture is of my oldest daughter, Jillian. After her wedding, she had her hair cut off and then she donated it. So I'm documenting that. This orange coral piece is from Ellie's studio. And I will play along around with this for a little bit until I decide how it all works out. I have a pocket card there. I just went into my stash and picked out some kind of peachy colors, some blue, some light blues. I didn't really go for the reds. Um, but you can see underneath I did use the pattern paper of the polka dot, the red, pink, and I made like what I did was I cut out circles and cut them in half so it looks like a scalloped border. Here we have a light blue hello from a random collection, and then I'll bring in these Nicole Jones 911 printables. They don't stick around for very long, and just having a good old play. And that's what I like about these. Well, one of the many things I like about these base pages is that, they're fun to play with. Um, so many things you can add. So I went into my stash, I got some different shades of green, and there is both of these shades of green in that floral paper there. And like you can see, I'm also bringing in some corally type papers, and I'm just gonna layer them up now and kind of, I still have a play with it, see how it looks. And I'll move them around. And then looking at the background, I could have rotated that and used it horizontally, but I did like the way that this was looking, so I stuck. Oh, the other thing is there is a print. There's a text print on there, so I guess I probably would have wanted to keep it this way, but you just never know. And I'm liking the way this is looking, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it down and just start here and then moving forward with the embellishments. And I don't have a lot of embellishments out. And there's always the opportunity to go back to my color boxes and grab out some more. Have you been checking out the playlist below? Make sure you check that out. You can find somebody new to follow, perhaps, and everyone is doing their base pages a little bit differently. People even put their base pages together differently. And I know I mentioned before that last year I don't know, it's not that I cheated, but I was getting used to making base pages. It was the first time I did it last year. And so I actually did base pages with pictures in mind, which you can totally do, right? This year I made the base pages with no pictures in mind. And then I went through my pictures. I've just not just well, last year for Christmas I got a photo printer, and so um before that I was batch printing them, like sending them out. I'm still working through those photos, but as I go past probably October of last year, then I will print them out. So this one actually I found on my phone and then printed it out. I believe that most of my base pages, I actually put photo holders, they're mats, photo mats on there. One that I can remember was a 3x4. All the rest, I believe, were 4x6, and I could be wrong on that. But even if you have a 4x6 mat, you can stick two 3x4s on there. So, most of them are versatile enough if you're not using the text that you can uh, rotate them without any problem to fit your picture as well. So just a couple tips and tricks. If you have any tips or tricks regarding base pages, I'd love to hear them as well. That pocket card had blue flowers on it, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I took the little wreath that you'll see, and I've used probably three of them on this page, was fussy cut out of a pattern paper. Um, gosh, over a year ago, probably a year and a half ago. So um, I was kind of excited to get those on my page. This green piece, I had cut out something with my Cricut, probably a frame. So that was just sitting in my color box. So I snuck that in there to kind of round out the frame there, or the matting of the photo. This border was cut out. from one of my border punches, and that was sitting in my color box. So I decided to sneak that in there. So now I have like three, one, two, three, yeah, well, three plus the scallops going up and down the middle of the page. But you can see with this big photo mat and the 4x6 photo going that way, you're not going to see very much of it. That blue butterfly would have looked good there. That was again something that I just grabbed out of my color box. So I did want to put this title there. So in the end, I think I moved things around a little bit, but in the end, beautiful does become my title. I am recording this the same day I will probably put this up. I want you to be watching for my layout share that I'm hoping to get up yet today. It's a good day to scrapbook in Wisconsin where I am. We got over a foot of snow between yesterday and today, and we're still really haven't been plowed out. So I'm sticking close to home today, uh, which means I can spend a bit of time in my craft room. Today we'll probably be putting our Christmas tree up as well. Next up, I will adhere the title down. I'm going to overlap the wreath still, so to cover up the blue flowers there. And then I'm going to move on. I don't think you can see them right now. I have some paper flowers that have been sitting on my desk. I did an earlier layout with some of these white paper flowers from Hobby Lobby. So in a moment, you're going to see those come back, and I'm going to put them again in kind of a diagonal design up by the title as well as down in the left corner there where that wreath is. I had previously stamped that blue camera that's over by the butterfly, and that does not make it on the page either. And I did grab out, so those white flowers have jewel like bling in the middle. So I went with like a corally, there's two different colors, probably a light pink and a corally color. And I'm still thinking at this point, I don't know what else I want to do. And pretty soon now I'll stop. And I actually asked one of my daughters, I say, what does this need? And she decided photo corners. And she's not a scrapbooker. She does have a good eye for like design. She does colors really well. She actually works part-time at Home Depot in the paint department, but she's my helper. So if I get stuck, I might say, what does this need? So she decided photo corners, and she said sparkles. So when I come back, I am going to get out some sequins, and I don't use my sequins enough, and I'm not great at using them when I do use them. I've used them almost as like enamel dots, which is okay. Um, what else? I'm more of a linear person. Here's I have a punch that I think it's a Stampin' Up punch that makes some photo corners. So I'm just going to put two on because those are the exposed corners, and then I will work on the sequins. I have a lot of variety of sequins from Spiegelmom Scraps, and she no longer makes those sequins. And I found some that have just a little bit of green. You won't see much green. The blue, and then some pink in it, and a little bit of brown, I think, too. And so I start by kind of going around the corner, um, kind of where the photo corner is, and I sped this up like 7 times, because I know you don't have to watch me necessarily put down sequins, but I am using kind of a jewel picker that I got on Amazon. I'm using my liquid glue to just get the spot down, and they are going very linearly. So I know some like kind of toss them down and glue them where they lay. That works too, but I kind of just kept them along the mat of this photo. It's actually on this side is going in a double layer. And I started off very much, well, I kind of did a pattern, which is normal for me. Um, there's not a lot of differentiation. There's not a lot of different um, sequins in this mix. One of the things is there's very few green ones. I think I used a lot of the green ones up because I was doing a pattern. When I get to the left side, there's no pattern, and I don't think I even included a green one on the left side, so you'll see that in a moment as well. I also want to remind you that Ginger's Facebook group will be down below. Check that out. She is doing a giveaway that might have been done already, but check it out. And then she always does fun things throughout the year as well. This next part you're going to see go really fast because it's just a single line that I'm going to do over on the left hand side, and then I'll be finished. So I want to say thank you so much for subscribing, for all the likes, the comments. I love, my heart is full. My heart is happy and full. So thank you so much. After the sequins are done, that's going to complete the layout for me. So until next time, crafting makes my heart happy, and I hope you find what makes your heart happy too.